What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be mastering the Deep Core GK2. So with that, I think I'll go Sharpshooter for the passive crit bonuses. The explosion on kill won't do a ton since the damage per hit is fairly low and it's based on overkill damage, but I still like the crit bonuses. And this is one of the weapons that has a very powerful favorite overclock at level 18. You can give it 100% fire rate and damage. So I think if I can get to that point pretty smoothly, then I think the rest of the run will be pretty easy to finish off. There's some pretty good balance overclocks as well. You can get piercing shots for doubling the number of piercing, as well as increasing damage at the cost of fire rates. Pretty big paint job, sure. Like I said, I do want to get to 18 for the very powerful overclock there. And I think converting it to electrical is also quite strong. With how fast it attacks, especially with the huge bonus, you can get a lot of the stacks for extra crit chance and a little bit of extra AoE damage. That's just straight worse here. So I do like the electrical, I'll try that. Damage and reload speed is definitely pretty solid though, especially when you're dumping the entire clip so quickly with the massive fire rates. So if I can get piercing shots combined with this, then that will allow me to apply the debuff to even more enemies at the same time, and it should give pretty good AoE potential, I think. See if I can squeeze out of here without too much damage. Set off some detonators to farm a bit of XP as well. Sure. Then hopefully that buys me enough time. Good knockback on the level up there. I'll take the XP since I'm about to get a decent amount with all of them dying here. I don't get any damage, but the ration pack always feels super nice whenever I get that. Electrical does unlock potency, but I guess it will improve my crit chance a little bit. More damage. I'm going to try and move in a way where I can hit both of the elites at the same time while moving around, so I can get the damage started on them, since Praetorians can take quite a while at some points. Let's get the damage. Guess I'll try and pull them through the gold here as well. Yeah, they mine that out much quicker than I do. Let's see, what was that up there? Probably saw that earlier, but short-term memory. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get the elites a bit lower, since I might run into an issue where they get too ramped up at some point. I'll take the damage out of those, and I think I like the piercing. That could be pretty helpful for bosses and elites and stuff, but huge piercing just sounds cool with the electrical also increasing your AoE damage on top of that. Pull them through the resources again, and I can get some huge shots through most of the horde. Oh, that's not a good place to be.
Gotta move it, miner. The bugs are gunning for you.
I guess I run through here and hope for the best. Let's get some more fire rates. More fire rates. You know, on second thoughts, targeting the highest HP would have been pretty helpful. Otherwise I have to stand extremely close to them. I guess you can kind of try to aim off of the closest enemy sometimes. Yeah, I think in terms of purely defeating bosses and elite enemies, highest HP actually would have been the play. Oh well. I'll just try and get the weapon so strong that it can obliterate them anyways.
Time's running out, Miner. The bugs are getting worse. Objective completed, Miner.
Let's get some more damage. Do I go for the greedy XP up there? Probably not. There's a good chance they just completely swarm the drop pod and I can't make it back if I do that.
Taking you to stage 2.
Damage, reload, and there we go. Favorite massive stats with no downside. 2 great stats for it. I'm not that high yet, so maybe some decent value from XP, fire rates, some more XP, damage, and I guess some pickup radius to go with all that XP.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
I hate this damn planet!
Let's get the big movement speed there to help me avoid stuff.
The swarm's heading your way. Load up.
More fire rates.
Too much crap to send in the supply pod. Clear out
Yeah, the damage is definitely pretty good now, just a bit hard to control it if I really want to hit the elites. But so much piercing.
Go to hell!
The swarm's heading your way. Load up. Supply pod loaded. Impact imminent.
Nice!
I don't think any of these are very good on a 3-stage dive. Divers is not bad. Chemist is okay. I'll go diver. Decent luck.
Vision!
The swarm's heading your way. Load up.
Man, there are a lot of detonators everywhere. Kind of risky to move through some of these places. Another big fire rate. Actually, crit damage might have been worth it there. With all the electrical stacks now with a huge fire rate. Piercing, that'll go nicely with the piercing shots. Don't think I have any regular upgrades for that yet. So that should put me at 10 bugs per shot right now. Or I guess 10 piercing would be 11. But the elites just melt if I get hits on them, so I'm free to kite around a bit and farm some XP. Actually, I could kill one of them. Some more potency. I could use a little bit more mining speed. That's pretty bad. I'll take a little bit of survivability. That's still pretty bad. That's barely better than a white. I guess a bit more mining speed. I'm not sure. I think that's probably decent here with how fast it attacks. I don't think I'll be able to keep the elite alive much longer, especially if I want the gold here. More fire rates, big damage. I think I'm okay on mining speed now. Got like 3 upgrades into it pretty recently. I guess.
Gather up your beard and get onto that trap pod. It's about to leave.
This one makes me want to be a better dwarf.
Had to miss all that XP, but oh well.
I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back.
Could have taken the magnet for a little bit there, but not that great, I think. Crit damage is great. I think I'm okay on movement.
What else? Nothing for me here.
Crit damage is nice. Crit chance is not bad. That puts me at 14 piercing now. Should be more than enough.
Good luck, miner.
I'm having the best time in my life right now. You have a new club. Put it down.
Ooh, nitrogenic powder's pretty solid.
Now this is a rare treat.
Line up the elites and just destroy them with piercing shots. I guess.
This is a rare treat.
Potency will probably come in handy on the boss here, where I will be able to get some decent chain lightning damage on all of the adds stacking up on top of him, I think.
You buck down. I'm a bullet in a fight.
That's a lot of gold, wow.
Shoot it in the face.
Big damage.
Come and get me, you disgusting son.
The single target seems very good. I think crit damage will probably be better with the number of levels I have in that. 350%. Should be pretty close though.
Supplies for you yet. Prep the landing zone for impact.
Sure.
Die!
probably crit damage there. Even with the potency, I don't think status is going to do that much. I'm pretty far on the crit side with the nitrogenic powder and the sharpshooter passives. But yeah, I actually do want to save that in case I get pay to win.
I'm a new dwarf.
So now it just comes down to trying to keep the enemies in a straight line for the piercing shots to do work, and spreading the electrical debuffs through all of them. But the single target damage definitely seems there when I can get good shots with it. If I reroll once, I can still get 2 ticks of pay to win, and that was definitely worth it. That's actually not bad here. It doesn't really have a downside since all the levels are focused. If I get a good utility weapon, it could be pretty good, and rerolling would reduce my crit chance. So we got the Bulldog with knockback, which I don't think does a ton here, but no downside isn't that bad. Some nice upgrades coming in right at the end. A bit hard to target him. I think the highest HP enemy may have been the best, but still completely doable. Man, when an entire volley hits, just a huge chunk of his HP.
Excellent job.
You don't see these every day.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will lead.
Yeah, that was one of the easier weapons I've done so far, even though I think the overclocks might not have been ideal there. We did have a few legendaries come in clutch, and I think the artifacts are pretty good as well. I love having the ration pack for these challenge runs, to be honest. Couple nice legendaries at the very end. Electrical combined with the huge fire rate does add a decent amount of crit and a bit of AoE.
Congratulations. One less dreadnought to worry about. Management sends their regards.
So we have about 13 million total, which means the electrical dot did 750,000. So the potency might have been a bit on the weak side, but oh well, it's still pretty easy. A little bit more gold to start off with, and we are getting fairly close to max now. What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be mastering the smart rifle.
This rifle's smarter than I
We
am.
will go... Tinker seems like the only real choice here, other ones don't do anything for it. So the smart rifle was initially one of the worst weapons in the game, but they've slowly been buffing it every patch it seems like, and now it's actually pretty solid.
I'm raring to try this out.
It has pretty decent AoE damage,
Yeah, now
pretty good single target if you can line up the shots in a way where most enemies are in a straight line, so it's targeting them all and the piercing shots are flying through all of them at the same time. So I think it will take a bit of positioning to get right, but it should definitely be pretty doable. The weakest part of it, I would say, I don't think that's going to do a lot even if I do go electrical on it, and I think there's some good stat overclocks in the balanced area.
Landing zone of obstacles, please.
So the hardest part, I think, is when enemies are spread out all around you, and then you have some elites you need to kill, like when I started that thought earlier.
bingo.
So that's a massive stat boost, a multiplicative 25% to 2 different stats. Definitely gonna grab that one.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
How are those looking? 20.15 and 1.94. That's a decent reload time, so I'll take the higher rarity ones out of those, I think.
Supply pod here.
Need to draw those away a little bit. I think I'm going to pretty easily hit 18 on the Tinkerer, so I think I'm going to pass on paint jobs if there's a good stat boost there. Pickled Nitra Squinties. When you have a really long run, I think the multiplicative damage ends up being bad, but for a very short 3-stage dive, I seriously doubt I'll ever get to that point, so it should be pretty solid. Should make it a lot easier to get a decent crit chance. That will scale slightly better, I think. Since on these ones you get a ton of weapon-specific upgrades, which are all additive with each other. I should probably try and stay in range of the elites so they're at least starting to take damage here. I don't want to end up at a point where they're super ramped up and too healthy for me to really do anything about. Decent damage. Pretty close to a second overclock now. Also, if I can stay at a range where I'm hitting mostly the elites like this, I can also do a lot more to them as well. And if I knock them right into a detonator like that, it's actually kind of insane damage for this point in the game. That's just worse than a white upgrade anyways. And we can go for the 100% piercing. I think that's pretty good to help out with the AoE damage. That puts it at 16, so it's actually 8 by default on that one. Most weapons with a piercing stat are 4.
For crap's sake, move it! They're everywhere.
152 and 81, that's probably all of the resources.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out.
Let's get some more damage, I think.
Yes, please. Say hello to my little friend. That is the spot.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Stage 1 completed. Well done. Taking you to stage 2.
I'll try some luck.
To me.
Bit of movement
yes.
speed, see what else
Surely
we got.
next time will be better.
I can get both of those, and they're both pretty nice. And the favorite is very good here, damage fire rate, no downside.
Overclock time, baby. I've been dreaming of something like this.
I'm level 16, so I could get some decent value out of that.
You have your objectives. Get it done, miner.
Yeah, I might have killed the elites a bit too fast there
Let's get the
by
job
lining
done
them
and
up
get
and
back
then
in a
knocking
hurry.
them into some of the detonators.
Cowabunga!
So reload speed is at 0.88. It's not bad, but I could definitely use some more with how fast it fires.
Objective completed. Fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching.
I die a little inside every time
I don't know that I need piercing, but it is a lot higher rarity.
Resupply prepared.
16 is already quite good.
Right on your way. Load up.
Big fire rates? Sure.
this one makes me want to be a better dwarf.
Now we definitely need some more reload speed to go with that.
You ugly son of a bitch!
Man, imagine if you could make it lock on that fast in the original DRG game.
Gotta have it!
And even more.
Take that! Feeling much better now.
I don't think I have any mining speed, and it does let you move around a lot faster on the map.
Going green! Take that! Vaporize! Gotta have it! Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being.
Get it done, miner.
I don't think I have any pickup either. Should be a bunch of XP waiting over here now. And we can get some more of it. I guess.
Please. Baby.
Let's pump the reload speed, I think, to go with all of that fire rates.
Yesterday. Feel much better now.
Careful. They're going to
If I stay close to the elites, then all of the shots that aim behind him will also hit him. So that'll increase my single target a bit.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday. Come on and fight. Put me on. I rarely go for this.
Smart rifle also shoots over walls, so that's pretty nice.
This is perfect for the build. I can't get enough of this rare stuff. I want it.
Actually, do kind of want to kill him now, although I did intentionally stall it out for a while.
Stay, the harder it gets.
I am about to get a magnet. I'll try it.
Wait, not too shabby. He's dead.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs
20
out.
piercing,
Drop pod is not going to hang
and
around.
even more.
Work harder. Nice. I'll take it. Give me that.
Let's re-roll that one. I guess some
I'm a better
movements.
dwarf than yesterday. Nice. I'll take it. It'll do. This one makes me want to be a better dwarf. Yoink.
I feel like there's a bit of a cap on the scaling. The fire rate and reload speed hasn't actually improved to that much with all of the amount I've been getting now.
This is my pick,
So there might be something with those laser beams aiming.
baby. Next.
Not great
More
for
action.
now. Damage or reload, I'll get a bit more reload.
This one looks dope. Try again.
Crit damage.
The dreadnought will emerge when you destroy the small cocoons. And watch
It's
out
at
for
130 fire rate,
You'll make
0.59
out
reload.
just fine.
I guess the reload hasn't improved that much then.
So ready to quit this job in Moonbar. Oh yeah.
I guess.
Make a better dwarf.
Don't think I really need that.
Loot bug hot.
It actually looks like it's fire damage when all the shots are that close together. Yeah, single target, pretty nice when I can get all the shots on one of them. I guess without knowing the artifacts, I should probably just take this, but if I were to get crit or pickled nitro or something, the nitro would be better there.
I killed a loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it. Let's show them some fight. Oh yeah. This one shoots best. I'm not scared of you. You're ugly son of a bitch.
Resupply prepared. Clear the landing zone of obstacles.
I'll take it. Very much better.
Magnet right on top of that. I don't really want to knock the rocks into the middle of it because that'll take forever to mine out.
Yes, please. Oh,
I think I'm good on fire rate, to be honest.
I'm gonna be the best survivor.
Landing zone ready.
I think reload is the main bottleneck here.
It's a little extra special.
Got a nice wide area to kite around here now. That would be like 16%, I think. It's alright. I don't have any other scaling stuff. Pickled nitro would be pretty nice. I think I can probably do better than that with a few rerolls. It'd be 20%? No, 40%. That's pretty good.
This will help me work harder. It makes it big time.
No, 80%. What am I talking about? Math, not even once. It is going to be kind of hard for me to hit the rage guy. I can try to get some shots lined up here as they're healing.
I'll take it.
With the huge number of pierces I have. Yeah, kind of hard to hit them, but my damage is at least high enough that I can force them to heal a lot, which buys me a lot of time. He should be healing soon, there we go. The detonators are a bit annoying right now. But he's gonna heal again soon if they can. No, they're back to even again.
Well done.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy run.
Eliminated. Objective
Smart
Alpha
rifle
has
is
arrived.
not bad at all now after all the recent
Drop pod is
buffs.
not going to hang around.
Might as well.
Especially weapons that have the favorite with great stats on it seem to be very easy to do on the weapon masteries. Got some huge stats here, 100% piercing, 25% fire rate and reload speed. Not bad overall rarity, a lot of purples, no legendaries though. And we also had very high damage artifacts for a 3-stage run. Can't really do much better than that in terms of maximum DPS.
You've proven that one dwarf can do the work of 4 if we just give you enough guns. Management is pleased.
Plus 15% damage, Tinkerer Mastery unlocked. Pretty chill and not too difficult. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.